To be honest, if the manager, Rob Keelan, hadn't brought this to the Southern Pool, I wouldn't have heard of it. It was him that first brought it to the pool. And amazingly, or sadly, since then, a friend of mine across, her son was hurt in a serious accident and became paralysed. And I put him in touch with Aspire, and they kitted the house out with a ramp and a hoist. And so, I mean, it does have a fabulous... You can actually see it's doing something then. You know, it is an amazing thing, but it's just not one that's heard of.
And can people with any sort of spinal injury make use of a swimming pool? Is swimming a good thing for people in that position?
Well, we have a hoist, and we do have disabled people come in, and we do have on a Tuesday afternoon a rehab group, which funnily enough Angela Katz here also does.
Yeah, there's sort of something for anybody that's got sort of reduced mobility. It's called Making Waves, and you can go to any of the sessions at any of the pools. There's allocated sessions where you can come along, and there's an instructor there that will help you with your exercises, but really you should have exercises from a physio, and you can adapt them to in the water. Obviously, when you're in the water, you're sort of supported off a lot by the water, and what's good about the water is some people have sort of chronic pain conditions, and on the land they're feeling really painful and sore when they move, but as soon as they're in the water, it's almost like that pain's taken away from them. So a lot of people love coming to the pool, swimming as much or as little as they can and floating there, because it offers them an hour of relief basically. So we have a lot of customers that come and use the pool for that purpose.
And we have 2 disabled people who are actually doing the Aspire sponsored swim. Jill's going to kill me, I can't remember her last name. The other one is Kirsty Kofi, and they do the rehab session as well. But they're also doing this swim, and God love them, they're not going to finish it, but they're giving it their best shot.
How amazing. How much are you hoping to raise with everybody involved in this then?
Oh, we have no idea. I think last year it was about 4,000 off the top of my head. So anybody wishing to donate, feel free to come into the Southern Pool and give it to the receptionist, and she'll see it goes to the right place. It may not be me, but any receptionist.
Do you, when you're doing it, do you sort of count up the lengths yourself? Are you trusting
yes,
people,
yes.
or is
Yeah,
someone else counting them?
No, we do have to trust, and there has been the occasion I've thought, oh God, am I on 40 or 42? Oh, well, I'd better do 2 more just in case. Yeah.
And
So good.
How long, roughly, do you expect it would take, sort of, you know, if you're an average sort of swimmer?
Well, when I started, it took me just over half an hour to do the 32 lengths, which is half a mile. So basically a minute a length. And I suppose I'm a reasonable swimmer because I work there. But last time I did it, by the time I finished, I was actually doing the mile in 40 minutes. And that was purely because I was getting so fit. I almost halved the time I was doing it in. It was incredible. And I know that other people are saying they're getting faster and faster purely because they're getting fitter, which is a great side effect, isn't it?
And another great side effect you're talking about as well is the social element of it as well.
Yes.
That, like you said, sort of people who don't want to do it by themselves have just teamed up with people they don't necessarily know but have met in the pool.
They have, and it's fabulous. I mean, I say I'm doing it with a customer. Well, he's finished his, but I'm doing it with a customer. And yes, I mean, yesterday I had 3 ladies in who were saying they'd hardly spoken before, but they chatted about it in the changing rooms, and that was it. They were doing it together, which is great.
Oh, that's brilliant. So we've got until December the 3rd. If there's anyone listening who thinks they could fit in 22 miles on their own, absolutely, you're more than welcome. But anybody who would like to do it as part of a team, how do they go about letting you know what they're up to?
Right, they can go onto the website of Aspire. Now, don't ask me what that is off the top of my head, but I think if you put in Aspire Channel Swim, it will come up. We have leaflets at our pool, and Angela told me earlier there are also some people doing it at Peel. So it doesn't have to be the Southern, but obviously the Southern is the best, especially as I work there. But yeah, so you can pick up a leaflet at either pool, or they can ring and we'll give them information.
By the reception desk at the Southern Swimming Pool, there is a notice board that has a list of names, so they can just add their names on there if they want to start now.
Absolutely brilliant. And if you wanted to do it as a mermaid, again, you'd be more than welcome, Chrissy.